Hello friends, this is my very first program in regard to C++. Well, through this program, I will try to give you an overview of what a basic C++ program structure is. Since I'm using the ID code block, that's the reason I have written over here hash includes simply iostream. If you're using Turbo C++, then you need to use iostream.h. Well, you don't need to make use of using namespace std. This is not written in case of Turbo C++, but in code block this comes by default. If you create a file, if you go to new project, and from here if you choose console application, and then if you choose C++, by default using namespace std, this line comes itself. So just keep it as it is. Okay, so what is the concept of this program goes, or how is the concept goes? First, we want to make use of something called class. So class is a container and that contains specific item. What is the item? It contains something called access specifier. So right now, this is a simple single class program. That means I have written only one class. So I have made use of two different access specifier. Always variables are declared within the private access specifier and the methods are declared within the public access specifier. If I declare a variable within private access specifier, that means this variable can be used only within the class but with the help of a reference variable followed by a dot operator and by a method name or a function name. Okay, what do I mean by that? What I mean is, first I need to create a reference variable of the given class, like what I have done over here. Calculate R. So R is basically a variable, but it is of class type, so we would preferably call it as a reference variable. I repeat, a variable of a class type is known as a reference variable. So this R is basically a reference variable to the class calculate. Okay. So now in order to access these variables, what I need to do is I have to give a call to the reference variable followed by a dot operator. Over here there is a pre-header, that is a dot operator, and the name of the function which belongs to the following class. So the input is a function which belongs to the class calculate. Similarly, sum is a function that belongs to the class calculate. So since these functions are the part of this class calculate, these functions can make use of the private access specifier variables. So over here what I have done, I created one reference variable. The reference variable is giving a call to the dot operator and is giving a call to the function which belongs to the class calculate, and control will directly come to the statement input. Over here it will jump. So let me run the program and then we will be able to see more clearly. So right now, as you can see over here, so the execution of the program starts from main function. After creation of the reference variable R, it gives a call to the input function. So the control jumps over here. As you can see, two lines are there, enter two numbers. So if I give 11 and if I give a space bar, so the value 11 goes to the variable n1, and if I give 12, the value goes to the variable n2. The moment I will hit the enter from the keyboard, the control will again come back to the r dot sum brace close. So r is a reference variable giving a call to the function called sum. So the control will directly come to the class calculate within which the sum function belongs to. Then it will print the following statement: sum of n1 is 11 and n2 is 12, and its addition, like what you can see over here, sum of 11 and 2 is 23. So you can see over here this following statement is been displayed with the help of cout. So cout is an operator which is basically going to print the statement on the console, on the monitor. Okay, and while printing the statement it will extract the value from the variable. So it is basically known as extraction operator. So you can extract the value from the variable, like sum of the values been extracted from the variable n1 and n2. Similarly, cin is also an operator which is basically used for insertion. So whatever value I have given, like 11, gets inserted into the variable n1. 12 is the value which I have given, goes to the variable n2. So insertion and extraction operator are basically used to display the statement which we can see right over here. So that's how in this particular program you learned how to make use of a class in C++, and the class always will be wrapped within a curly braces, and at the end you have to write a semicolon. The class will primarily consist of access specifiers. Since it's a single class, so you have got two access specifier variables that declare with the private, the functions that declare within the method in the public, and finally in the main function we will create a reference variable of the class, and the reference variable individual will give a call to the function that belongs to this particular class. Okay, so that's all from this program, and in my next program I will be talking about constructor in C++. So wait for my next video. Thank you so much.